Hello, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com. I want to talk about a man's word. Now this is going to be a little different. It's going to be a little tricky for me. I'm trying to make it clear so everybody understands what I'm saying. But what it is, it's the unspoken word. You gave your word, not out loud, to a certain person. This, you told yourself, and I don't know what period of time in your life when you did this, but you told yourself, you will do, and you gave your word. You gave your word to yourself. And I don't know if we do this on different things or what it is. I don't know. As you know by now, I'm from the world of violence. I'm real familiar with it. It's been in my life throughout my life. And I don't know when I gave my word. But I told myself that I will not allow myself to be victimized at any level. And I will not allow other people to be victimized in my presence. There's a lot of things I can't do if I'm not around. And being victimized doesn't necessarily mean the violent type of victimized, even though that is my specialty. But like I say, when I was at the border, they financially victimized me. And so, you know, there's all different kinds of being victimized. But like I say, when it comes to being forceful, mean, and nasty, I gave my word to myself that it wasn't going to happen to me, and I wasn't going to allow it to happen around me. And I did this long time ago, even before I was capable of doing anything about it, because I knew and understood what it was all about. And I'm sure other people have done the same thing. I don't know if they've done it towards violence or what, you know. But there's something that you directed your life with, that you gave your word to yourself. And whether it was you had a problem in your youth with a parent, you might have gave your word to yourself that when you are a parent, you will not do this. You know, I don't know what it is, but I think we've all given our word to ourselves. And that, I believe, is where our morals started. Because we took it upon ourselves, once we gave our word to ourselves, we took it upon ourselves to focus our life on that, whatever it was. And we've built our basic core of beliefs around that. And I'm sure as we've got older, we've added more to that. And we take steps to back up what we told ourselves we would. We've taken steps. We had to take measures to back up our word. Even if it was just to ourselves, it is just as important. This is why we've seen things, and then after we've seen things, we said, boy, I wish I would have done something about it. That's when you make up your mind and you give yourself your word again. I told you when I was driving through Mexico in that big hole in the road, I mean a big hole, and it was way in the middle of nowhere. I missed it, just barely missed it. But I looked at my rear view mirror, and it was a long ways back, and there was a Volkswagen Bug that was coming, and I saw it hit the hole, and I saw it come up, and then that's when I made the curve and I didn't see any more. And I was going to go back. I was a travel companion at that time. Somebody hired me to escort them, and they were scared. It was a scary place, and I told him I wanted to go back and check those people, and he said, no, we can't. This is a very dangerous place. So I didn't go. I'd never forgiven myself for not going. And I gave him my word to me. That will never happen again. And it's never happened again. This was probably back in the late 80s or early 90s. And I'm sure you've done the same thing. I did something that I felt at the time I had different things I had to think of. The safety of the guy I was with, and the safety of the people that I don't know anything about. And so I went on and listened to what he said. I didn't take personal responsibility. Well, I guess I did, but it was the wrong personal responsibility. So, in other words, we do give our word a lot. And it's not necessarily a spoken word, but it is something that we know is right. We add that in to our morals. And this is how we grow. We grow by the accomplishments we do and the failures we've had to live with. They all make up who we are. Some of us are lucky to be still alive from our failures, from the mistakes I've made. And that's what I keep wondering, why am I alive? Made lots of mistakes, bad mistakes. But you just have to do the best you can and move on. I think that's called life. But anyway, there's nothing wrong with giving your word to yourself. That's how we grow. This is Mike. NoStressMike.com.